We're in Bisbee, Arizona. Most haunted town in America.
Is it really the most haunted town in America?
According to me.
I always tell people that Bisbee was a mining town. We mostly mined copper. Copper is a conductor of electricity. Ghosts are energy. That's why I believe it's an active location.
There is almost an electric current here that sometimes I feel, and I see the town on it.
Every other building was a bar. There were brothels. Of course, you're going to get people that are going to get drunk and stupid and shoot each other.
All these buildings are original. They not just hold the charm, they hold a certain energy of people that once walked this earth. So we've done some research here. We realized that in the year 1919, Houdini came to Bisbee, Arizona, and he performed at a tiny little theater called the Lyric Theater. We found out that that same Saturday night, he spent the night here at the Copper Queen. This is why we've officially unveiled the Houdini room. They say the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest in the month of October. So in channeling the spirit of Houdini, I have some very old shackles. And I'm going to have Renee do the honors of shackling my wrists together as tight as you can. He's the godfather of magicians, really. Here I'm a full-time magician doing magic shows every single weekend. So that to me is really what's just, like it was fate that I ended up here. Melt right off my wrists, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Anybody else like a flashlight?
It's a different town at night than versus the day.
Feel free to take as many photographs as you like. We have had what we believe are ghosts photographed on the tour.
I run the old Bisbee Ghost Tour.
So are you guys ready? Wow.
I am one of the tour guides, so I'm the one that guides the guests around Bisbee and tells them the ghost stories and the folklore regarding the ghosts which haunt the buildings.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me in the Bisbee Seance Room. Bisbee is considered one of the most haunted towns in America, and there is a reason for this. You're well aware of the copper, gold, and silver that were extracted from the mines. What most people do not realize, that this entire town was built on top of one of the single largest quartz crystal mineral deposits anywhere in the world. And quartz crystal in large quantities acts as a battery for letting certain energies come and go as they please.
Now the Grand is the only hotel where I have heard stories of people running out in the middle of the night never to return because of the paranormal activity. She got scared, went behind the bar to start cleaning glasses when she felt Jeremiah massaging her back. My type of ghost.
We try to tie in all the stories to the history of the buildings.
The other embalming room is in the shop that's vacant next door. Coincidence? I think not.
So we don't just tell ghost stories, we try to kind of link them all together, like a quilt.
I think we are so complementary to each other. You're both getting a haunted history lesson, but in different venues. First spot on our little tour is none other than the Copper Queen. There are 52 rooms, 16 different ghosts. The very first magic trick that was shown to me was close-up magic. You know, I saw it right in front of my eyes. My grandfather was my biggest inspiration in my life. I just was awestruck. I want to give everyone, adults and children, that same experience. And to this day, when I get upset, I sense his presence. Either that or I'm crazy.
We decided to research this park.
And what we found out was that this park used to be... cemetery! Very good. This used to be the Bisbee Cemetery.
I was kind of always interested in ghosts and ghost stories, and when I was in college, I took a fairy tale and folklore class, and we spent a couple weeks talking about ghost stories and how it's a type of folklore, and that just led me to collecting ghost stories, and when I moved to Bisbee, it's just the perfect storm.
Hold it up just like that. See, he would take the red. What's crazy is where he puts it. It's perfect. I mean, it's this intimate experience. I think it's a lost art. You know, I've been to stage magic shows and large parlor shows. Take those 3 cards and simply put them back in the middle of your pile. There's something about a show that's just for 10 people. By any chance, does anyone have a match with the piece that they put underneath their leg?
I do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? I do.
You know what's amazing?
It's the devil.
No, it's the first time it actually worked.
When a lot of people come up to me and they're like, well, how can you prove that there's a ghost? I go, well, how can you prove there's not? I'm more interested in giving people who visit Bisbee a good time, something to tell their friends about, to bring them back to Bisbee.
And Mr. Bones says, I was diagnosed with a hollow weenie.
I want to leave you with the final thoughts. We are merely spirits having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. And those deceased are always with us. Thank you for joining me in the Bisbee Seance Room.